All right, now I can start with the bulletin board, and that's what I'm going to, where I will cut into the, um, start the video. And I'm going to come over here and sit, and
Hmm.
so we can talk, and so we can all be on camera. Okay, tell us about the May 1 activities.
Yeah. Okay. Then first, welcome to our today's developer talk. I will tell you the things which are happening and which I did during the last 14 days. Like that, in the recent meeting, I'm still testing the latest release, fixing little bugs and finishing stuff. So currently, I updated also this server with the latest software this afternoon. So the new presenter, I think now is more or less fully working, and you can test it and check it out anytime. In this region, you have full administrative rights, as I've seen, so
Mm-hmm.
you can have access to all the features of the presenter. So now it's capable of going through all slides, which can be defined individually. So you have access to contents which are not hosted on our platform, but which can be hosted in your personal OneDrive, Dropbox, or any other web-based storage. So it means you can have their slide sets, but you can also create a sequence of interesting web pages. In principle, everything behind the presenter is defined by a URL. So
Ah,
the URL can simply point to a single JPEG, which will be displayed then in full screen on the presenter. It can be an HTML document, it can be a PDF, or in other cases, you can have mixed media, so you can have an HTML page containing a video clip, which will then be played immediately. So it means you can have a presentation which incorporates every kind of media which is available on the web.
uh-huh.
So from static slides to animations, audio and video clips, you can have every type of content available in a single presentation. And you don't have to upload anything. You just have to point the presenter to the right spot on the web, and then you can either go single-handedly through the slides, which I will do like now. Currently, you see just the starting slide, which makes a little bit promotion of the new presenter, and I can change over to the next slide, which is simply my company's homepage. And you see, even if it's just HTML page, it's really running in the presenter. So the animation which is defined in that web page is also running in the presenter.
Uh-huh.
From there, I can simply switch over to a different web page you probably will recognize.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And the best thing is every visitor can not only watch the slides, but if it's a web page, uh, a click on the slide will directly open first a heads-up display for controlling it yourself. So it means even during a presentation, you can move through the slides on your own. Which means it's just happening on your client, not for everybody. And if you click on a slide again, this will open in an individual pop-up window. So even when the presentation continues, you have still full access to a web page at any point in time.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, I think, the perfect tool for educators because it's so flexible and so easy to handle. Um, you just have to or maintain a list of interesting URLs. The URLs, either you type them in, you can use copy and paste to enter a URL, or you can simply drag and drop a URL from a different browser window, and then this URL will be used as a slide in the presenter. So it's really easy to handle, and inside a presentation you have full control over the order of the slides. So it means the slides will be presented in a certain sequence, and you can move slides up and down in the sequence to create your personal favorite order.
You know, somebody was asking me, is it possible to do a PowerPoint presentation? Well, of course, obviously you've answered that. If I know how to put a PowerPoint on the web, which I do, and which anybody should, then obviously I can present it.
Yeah, also the easiest way for presenting a PowerPoint is simply to export your slides from PowerPoint to JPEG. So it means you have a single image for every slide. Put these JPEGs in a Dropbox folder or in a OneDrive folder, and then just link the URLs in the presenter to the JPEGs, and then you have your full PowerPoint presentation on the web within minutes. And the best thing is you don't have to upload them. So the CybaLOUNGE platform doesn't even want to have all your slides. It's not necessary. You can simply point the presenter to your web storage. It has to be public, of course, and then you can present your slides directly from there.
And if I of course, obviously, if I have a Google Doc page, I can display that because it has a URL.
Exactly, and it's even better if you are a teacher, for example. You can have a presentation where you present some topics to your students, and for example, in the last slide, could point to a direct test in Moodle, for example.
Because of course,
it means you can combine content with a questionnaire or a quiz or something. You have all possibilities.
Well,
so it means
in order to be able to, can the student write on that page when it's pulled out into an iframe?
Yes, that's true. It's in principle, the whole presenter is based on an iframe, which is of course projected into 3D space. So it fits into the virtual world, but in principle it's an iframe, and we simply change the source of the iframe according to the controls of the presenter. So when I go to the next slide, which now is a video clip from YouTube. So it means with the proper URL, you have a full screen video running, and so this is directly streamed from YouTube, no more interaction, and displayed in an iframe.
And of course that means, since it's coming from YouTube, you're not using any of the space memory on your own machine.
Right, neither space nor the streaming resources. So we let YouTube do what YouTube does best.
This is good. So